My name is Toby Service. I'm an auctioneer here at Brightwell's in Leominster, Herefordshire. I manage the classic car auctions here. Now behind me, rather unusually, is a surface-to-air missile, fortunately disarmed and electronics and warhead and so on taken out. But it's been entered rather unusually in a classic car auction here. You can see it amongst the cars here. But very much appeals to the rather quirky, eccentric, maybe unusual customers that might come to a classic car sale. Yeah, rather unusual, come from a collection originally from a professor in the former Soviet Union, and has been entered by a customer of ours who we've dealt with for a number of years now. Difficult logistically to deal with this sort of thing in these auctions, but hence because of the size of it and length of it and so on. I can tell you from personal experience, it is incredibly heavy, especially in the case that it's in as well. We've actually used we used a forklift to move it around. It weighs about a ton, probably just over a ton with the case. It does have a lot of warnings on the case on where to pick it up and how not to pick it up and where not to drop it, but it has set a few challenges to move it around, but we have managed it, squeezing it into this small space. So rather unusual to find it in this auction, in the classic car auction, amongst all these cars, but a lot of comments when people come to see it. And they all want to sit on it or kick it or nudge it or listen to it, but I can assure you there's nothing ticking, and people do find it quite amusing to find. A lot of photographs have been taken of it and shared on social media, etc. and so on. So other than the missile in the auction, there are obviously it's a classic car auction, so and motorcycles, so generally there are about 120 vehicles in the sale in total. Always difficult to imagine who's going to buy something like this. We do have a number of different unusual items in these sales occasionally, and surface-to-air missiles are not often entered into the sales. But who should buy something like this? Usually someone with a bit of a sense of humour, little bit eccentric, someone with a big shed.